All right, up next on Eye on the Community, of course, I'm your host, Sean Anthony. We have Whitney Barkley, who is the social media leader for Classic for Columbus. Whitney, welcome to Eye on the Community. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much, Sean Anthony. I appreciate being here.
Yeah, so good to see you. This is an exciting time. Let's talk about the Classic for Columbus. Why is 2021 the year to bring Classic for Columbus to Central Ohio?
Oh, wow. That's a great question. I think 2020 was a year of challenges that nobody expected. It forced us to understand a new normal and to do things differently. So I think by bringing the Classic for Columbus to the city of Columbus, it's allowing us to have a sense of normalcy and to get excited about a big game and a series of events over a week that we can just get excited and celebrate. I mean, I think it's just marking the arrival of something that allows us to, celebrate things that we've been able to do before and to expose our youth and others to a tradition that has been happening for a long time with HBCUs.
How does this impact Central Ohio for an economic standpoint?
Wow. So the Classic for Columbus is just way more than a football game. We have a lot of implications that allow us to help the community. We work with over 30 community partners, and we also work with sponsors as well who allow us to essentially bring in people. You got to think about all the things that are happening at the Classic. We have different people who are hosting events, we're fundraising, we're bringing in revenue for the city of Columbus because we have people from all over. We have Central State University and Kentucky State University, their alumnus coming from all over the nation to be a part of this historic event. So it's going to be great for tourism and ultimately great for Columbus.
Absolutely. Yeah, I want to get into that because I'm a Marauder. I went to Central State, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Um, for someone that has never been to a classic in other regions or what have you, what can they expect and what type of sanctioned events are happening? You mentioned some things are going to be coming, but talk a little bit more about that.
Absolutely. So the Classic for Columbus, the big event, of course, is the football game. It's a rivalry between Central State and Kentucky State University happening on August the 28th, but it's literally a week long of events. So over the week, you'll have an opportunity to enjoy a step show, to be able to go to a pregame party. There's a golf tournament going on. There is a battle of the bands that'll be happening at the Classic. So there's a variety of events. And what we try to do with the Classic is to make sure that these events hit four very specific areas, making sure that we're helping out in entertainment, you were teaching people personal development and business development, and providing a cultural sense of community for those who attend. So there's a little something for everyone of all ages.
Whitney, the Battelle College Career and Community Fair is also a big event at the Classic. Why is it important for young people, especially in the African American community, to attend?
I think it's important for young African American youth to attend the Battelle College and Career Fair for a number of reasons. One of them being that, we have a variety of HBCUs coming from all over who will be at the career fair, and it allows them to understand why HBCUs can actually be a choice. Sometimes people are not exposed to historically Black colleges and universities, and it's a great opportunity for them to get to know some of the schools and to get to know some of the options. From an employer standpoint, we're bringing in, people from different organizations and corporations that others may not have necessarily been exposed to. There are companies that, may not necessarily always be mainstream that they see, but it gives them an opportunity to see some of the different job opportunities that are available that they may not see otherwise.
Now, I know I'm excited when I heard that it was coming to Columbus. The game is going to be at OSU, the big rival game with Central State, um, the Marauders versus Kentucky State. How big of a deal is it for these athletes to play here and for spectators as well?
It is a big deal. It's a big deal for a few reasons. One, the Classic, actually, a little known fact, the Classic actually was in Columbus 25 years ago. So we're celebrating, this particular event. We're coming back to it. It's kind of like a welcome home event for us. It allows us to remake history in a sense. And OSU was one of the biggest schools in the world, big football team. Everyone dreams of going to the shoe to be able to witness a game. And so it's really big for not just the community and people who are spectating, but for the players who, may not have thought that they had an opportunity to actually be inside of the stadium.
That's awesome. Whitney, how can people get tickets to the game and how can people find out more information about the event?
Tickets for the game are available on classicforcolumbus.com or on Ticketmaster. And they can also follow us on all social media platforms at Classic for Columbus to learn more about the big game and all of our sanctioned events and sponsors.
Any last minute information you'd like to share with our listeners before we conclude?
I just wanted to give a big shout out to our sponsors. We have Nationwide, Huntington, Revolution Mortgage, the City of Columbus, and Franklin County for supporting this endeavor and to ultimately make sure that this event is a success.
Whitney Barkley, the social media leader. It's always a pleasure to speak with you, Whitney. Thank you so much for taking out the time to share this information with our viewers and listeners here on Honor Community.
No problem. Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.